Woo! Sounds some Morris Day shit. My jungle love.
Somebody done got him started.
I'm good on the 4/4s, that's about it.
My name is V-Zilla the Monster, and I break microphones in a million pieces. Something like that, man. Yeah, you know, E.X.H.A.L.E, underground hip hop artist, man. That's what I do. I'm an MC, and just want to make good music, man. Keep people interested in the culture, pretty much. That's what it is. I'm a Crush Groove kid, so I think, you know, coming out, we started rhyming, and I was really interested in rhyming before a time when there was any Southern music, like, because I get that a lot, you know, especially from a lot of my counterparts or a lot of people here, like why I rhyme the way I do. And that's pretty much the gist of how that started. You know, I grew up on, you know, Run DMC, I grew up on Houdini, on Beastie Boys, on Rakim, on EPMD, you know, early LL. Back in the day, you know, when we had the AM station in Houston that was playing this music, even all the way as current as when Magic 102 used to have the Friday Night House Party mix. I mean, pretty much everything you heard on the radio was coming out of the East Coast up until, you know, the Ghetto Boys came out. And even then, I didn't consider them so Southern. You know, more political, more of a down south version of NWA. But realistically, the first Southern hip-hop I have ever heard was UGK. The first time I ever heard Pimp C, that was when I was like, all right, that's different. But by that time, I was already in another lane. So, you know, writing was just natural, man. I think the first rhyme I ever wrote was like 4th grade, man. Maybe it was about my Air Jordans, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was so crunk to get the #1s, and they were red and black with the little basketball on the tongue and the wings. And yeah, I think it started then, man. And, you know, just pretty much took its course, and here we are, you know, all this time later, still doing it and still love what I do. So it's pretty. I think there's two kinds, well actually I think there's probably more than two kinds of hustles and grinds. You know, there's by definition of what the other side of the culture will say, it means you out in the club, you're out, you spending money, you showing your face, you rocking all the nice stuff, you trying to jump on everything, and you know what I'm saying, that you never sleep, and you know, you're trying to basically create a persona and then fill the gap, you know what I'm saying, by being something that you want everybody to notice you as, and getting money and getting paper and, you know, popping bottles and doing all that. That's one aspect of the grinding and the hustling, and that I don't do that. My side of the grind and hustle, as far as what my culture allows me to do, is basically keeping myself relevant. It's constantly in the studio working, like being able to branch out and say, yo, you know, I want to work with you, man. Yo, I'll give you a verse. Like, yo, I'll do this. And it's not always about the paper. It's always about maintaining your stability in this game. You know, making moves when there's none created. I was touring overseas. I was getting shows when other cats couldn't even get in local venues to do things. So, you know, but that was just part of the, I don't take no for an answer. Like, you know, I'm very persistent, especially when I want something. So if it's 4th down and 1, I'm gonna get that yard. Let's believe that. So.
Hey yo, once again, back is the incredible Z to the I-double-L-A wrecking you. Rock so many tracks, I got my own record pool. Let this be a lesson to those not reputable. The sun and the moon.